Hello everyone, this is Vinnieart, and I thought I'd do another masterclass today. So I know it's been a minute since I've done them, but yeah, I remember a few people, they were asking me if I could do one on like hair. So I had done just a quick drawing, just a quick sketch. So please excuse the crudeness of the drawing. Uh, Again, this is just I wanted a figure that I could kind of work off of to show you guys how I draw female hair. Um, so yeah, I'll start, and what I normally do is I'll kind of play with like sections, or kind of like a grouping. So I'll do like where their hairline's going to be, and then I kind of go from that point. So yeah, it's usually, I mean, a lot of women, well, I like to draw them anyway, that like they have like a widow's peak. So it kind of gives you a starting off point of where you want the hair to flow. You don't have to do it this way, but it's just kind of how I do it. So again, just kind of showing you real quick. So it's almost like you could do it kind of like almost like in blocky shapes too, if you'd like. But I used to kind of do it that way, but now we do more like a flow. But whatever works better for you guys, it's just to get the initial shape going. So that's kind of what I do. So I'll do it in chunks. So yeah, just to kind of show like where I'm going to flow the hair and how it's going to interact with the rest of it. Let me erase this line real quick, because her shoulder's actually in the way, and how I want to draw this would be kind of like the hair is falling by her face and then popping out the side. So since her shoulder is more, it's more in the foreground, it's closer to us than the rest of her. That's why I did it that way. Unless you have like there's a lot of sweeping wind, then you could put it over the shoulder. Depends on the scene and what you're going for. But yeah, so let me just do the back of the head. Again, just to give you guys an idea of how it works. And I did do the hair on a separate layer, so I could kind of, if we need to change it around, I could change it around a bit. So yeah, it depends how much you want to do as well. So like if it's a character that, I don't know, if it's somebody like a She-Hulk, like original She-Hulk, not Marvel's current She-Hulk, you know, usually she has like much bigger hair, higher hair that you could play around with, you know, and it's usually a lot curlier. That's if you want to do a character like that. For me, I'd rather keep it a little bit more simple, a little more natural, I guess, to like a little bit more like everyday hair you see. But again, it shapes and the flow of it. That's what you got to keep in mind. And yeah, depending if you're gonna go blonde, brunette, redhead, that's all your call. But you know, just for the sake of this, like I guess I would make this more of a brunette, so that just so I could show you how I kind of do it. So again, we're just kind of getting the shape down, and then we're building. We're building upon it, getting the flow, how much volume that you'd like. You know, it's the height and the thickness of the hair. Year before, year after. Since all this hair is further back on that side of the face, I'm going to just darken that in a little bit more. Again, there's multiple different ways of doing this. This is just kind of how I'm breaking it down. And again, I'm using Clip Studio because I like the flow of the line work on this program. I still don't know much about it. Again, I haven't attempted to do any coloring on this program yet. But say if you grip the lasso tool, it might be easier this way. Select. I'm just filling it in real quick. Oops. Just in some spots. Like I said, we're playing with the flow of it and the shape. You know, usually I'll think about like a specific character who I want this to be, and I kind of go from there. So if it is someone who's going to be a little more heroic versus someone a little more athletic, it depends. There's different ways of doing things, and this is just one of the ways. So I hope it's making some sense to whoever's watching right now. And again, if she's going to have darker hair, so okay, again, I'm just breaking this down as best as I can. I don't want these videos to be too crazy long, so that's why I'm kind of doing it a little bit sloppy, but again, I just want you guys to start thinking about you know, the shapes and the forms, that kind of stuff. So I really hope this is making sense to you guys. I am going to eventually do some live drawing streams as well. Might have people on like Katie, maybe a few others. You guys know her as Nerium. She's got a great book out there right now called Bonds. But yeah, she's another person who's has a very keen eye to this kind of thing. And I know we bounce back and forth pretty well when it comes to this, because I explained a few things to her and to some other creators as well. And yeah, everyone's kind of urging me to do more of these. So I figured, yeah, let me crank another one out for you guys and girls. Maybe the hair comes in front here as well. Maybe this bird just woke up. I don't know. So her hair's kind of all over the place. Yeah, I'm one of those artists who gets very precise when he's working. This isn't kind of my normal speed or what I do. This is just for like educational purposes. Normally I would do a traditional drawing, and then I might just take it into this program to do digital inks. I do traditional inks as well, but lately I've been finding it a little bit easier, and I like, again, the flow of the lines on these programs. And with the coloring style that I do, I think it kind of makes sense to go that route. But again, I kind of play it by ear on everything I want to do and how I do it when I do it. But yeah, it might be quicker to go back in here just to fill in some of this negative space. Now, I'm doing this where I have a layer that I have a gray background, just so it's easier on my eyes. But and also for like when I do these kind of teaching or master classes, what I would do is like I would grab like white, because it's easier to pop up on here. And I'll show you like where I would put some highlights, you know. So let's say there's the light source is coming from here, from the top, maybe from here too, whatever. I mean, just figure it out. Once you know where you want it, then you could play around with where to put those kind of things. So just think about like where the light would touch, and then you just kind of move it in there, kind of mess around, play with the sheen, the shine. You have a girlfriend, you get a boyfriend with long hair, or whatever it is. Look at your own hair, see how light reacts to it. Hopefully you wash your hair. If not, I know if you got greasy hair, it gives off a certain sheen as well. But yeah, just think about it and what you want to do, what you're going for. So. I know there's little fancy brushes and stuff you could use too. You don't have to do like exactly what I'm doing or whatever. But and again, if we take the line art, if we take her line art out and you just see the hair itself, because eventually I would just erase her head, but since wrong thing there. Since I'm just kind of showing you guys how I do it, I figured I'll just remove her face now. And you could just focus on the hair itself. But again, like, think about where it's coming from. So the root of the hair and the flow of it. The longer the hair, it's going to flow a certain way. But think about where it's coming from, which is, again, it's the top of the forehead and the scalp, all that stuff. So yeah, start fleshing it out, breaking it up. And again, go darker or lighter, depending on, again, if it's a blonde or if it's a brunette, whatever you want to do. Just fill it in real quick. Go back to the white. And we can just play with some more highlights. If you want to emphasize the shape of like the blocks, or the sections rather, sections of hair, you can do that. Just a bit. I'm not really too crazy with it. Typically I'm just kind of drawing the eye closer to where the hair starts to turn and bend from the scalp. Because usually there's when the light hits that kind of area, you'll see it pretty well. But yeah, it draws the eye a little bit more as well. And since it bows and bends, again, we're just thinking about how the light is touching it right now. Back in. So there you get a little bit better of an idea of what we're doing and what we're going with, what we're going for. Guys and girls can do whatever you'd like. If you want to cover up the ear totally, you can do that too. But I bent the hair inward like that just to kind of frame the face a little bit more. But I think it works pretty well. Hope you guys are digging this. Once again, if you guys don't know, but most of you who follow me, you do know, I'm also a comic book creator. I have multiple projects out there. I'm the co-creator of Through the Woods with my brother Frank, who is the writer on that. I'm the sole creator on City of Venus, Dead City, which is available right now on Indiegogo as well. And my newest campaign is Shadow of the Kraken, which I fully did everything on as well, and I'm currently still working on it as the campaign is live. It's my first campaign I'm doing that way, but you know, I figured I'd try something a little bit different, and just so I could unlock more stretch goals for everybody while I'm working on it. Because my previous campaigns, I wasn't able to do that necessarily, because I started fulfillment like as soon as I went in demand. So yeah, I didn't want to shortchange anybody. So with this campaign, I'm doing it a little bit differently. So hopefully the numbers will keep going up when we eventually go in demand. But I still have like 25 days, I believe, as of today on that campaign. So please, you know, if you can't support it, at least share the links out. I'm going to put the links in the description to this video as well. But yeah, I'll be doing more of these classes, these master classes. We'll do it on different stuff. So far, I kind of focused them mostly like on anatomy type streams. But yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of getting a little bit carried away again. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll continue working on this piece too for another master class. Maybe on lighting and kind of shadows and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm just kind of messing around at this point. Get a little bit of light in the eyes. That's always cool. Yeah, again, we're just kind of messing around. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoys what I'm doing here. If you have any other suggestions, there we go. But yeah, if you have any other suggestions or things that you want to see or learn, you know, drop it in the comment section. Contact me over on Twitter as well if you'd like, or you know, just let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more live streams today. I got one as well. Depending if you guys are watching this a little bit later on or whatnot, yeah, just go back through my videos. I have plenty of different ones with different creators, some celebrities, some voice actors. So yeah, check them out. I got plenty of cool stuff happening, and we're gonna keep the fun going on this. Let me back out so you guys could get a better look. So here we go. Yeah, so I think it's not too bad, not too bad. Again, just messing around with all this stuff. I mean, I might even change her face at some point, but whatever. This was just a tutorial just to show you guys how to do hair and kind of how I do it. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoy it. And remember, subscribe, like, ring the bell, and let people know about this this great channel. And yeah, if there's anything else you guys need or want, you know what to do. So thanks again, everyone. Remember, kick ass while you create, but be kind to one another. And yeah, lots of love, everyone. Bye.